Nice that you looking at. Red Taylor's Version, Part 2. Red Taylor's Version received universal critical acclaim at Metacritic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 to reviews from professional publications. The album received a weighted mean score of 91 based on 16 reviews. It is Swift's highest-rated project on the site. Lydia Burgum of the New Zealand Herald wrote that listening to Red Taylor's Version made her reflect on the original Red as Swift's magnum opus. Many critics opined that the re-recorded tracks had better production with more emphasis on the instrumentation, including Rob Sheffield of Rolling Stone, Helen Brown of The Independent, and Hannah Milrea of NME. Under the Radar's Andy Von Pipp and Melissa Ruggieri of USA Today highlighted Swift's vocals as being more mature and warmer. The line of Best Fits Paul Bridgewater wrote that they were subtly bolder and more assertive, and Kate Solomon of The Eye wrote that they had newly limber muscles. Some critics such as Bobby Olivier of Spin and Laura Snapes of The Guardian thought that the changes in production and vocals brought forth a less intense listening experience than the original album. But Ruggieri opined that they don't diminish the spirit of the 2012 edition. The lyricism of Swift's songwriting was particularly well received. Red Taylor's Version was Pitchfork's Best New Music of its release week. Olivia Horne summed up the album as a representation of Swift's ecstatic, expressive vocals, tart humor, vivid imagery, and tender attention to the nuances of love and loss. Von Pipp wrote that the re-recorded album made the original's lyrical sentiments more lingering. Anna Leskiewicz of The New Statesman described Red Taylor's Version as a masterful recount of complicated early adulthood feelings. And Ana Clara Ribeiro of Pop Matters wrote that the re-recorded album upheld the enduring lyrical sentiments that stood the test of time. In the Financial Times, Ludovic Hunter Tilney wrote, "The song's chorus of romantic drama still spins vibrantly, constructed with a winning mix of wit, design and sincerity." Beth Kirkbride of Clash said, "Red Taylor's Version is a medley of genres, toying with various styles, and an exercise in catharsis." Some critics highlighted Swift's insight and musicality. Bridgewater opined that Red Taylor's Version balances fan service alongside an insightful documentation of one of modern pop's best songwriters at a key juncture in her career, and added that Swift has carefully curated the expanded tracklist without devolving from the album's original appeal. Slant Magazine's Jonathan Keefe, The Atlantic's Spencer Kornhaber, and Consequence's Mary Siroki felt the expanded album testifies to Swift's musical growth, exuding a stronger emotional resonance. Variety's Chris Willman appreciated the vault track's Red Taylor's Version received many accolades of the music industry, such as placements on Best of lists at the 2022 Billboard Music Awards. Swift received 7 nominations, including wins for Top Country Album, Top Country Artist, Top Country Female Artist, and Top Billboard 200 Artist at the 2022 American Music Awards. Swift won all 6 of her nominations, including Artist of the Year, Favorite Pop Female Artist, and Favorite Country Female Artist at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. All Too Well, 10-minute version, All Too Well, the short film, and I Bet You Think About Me were nominated for Song of the Year, Best Music Video, and Best Country Song, respectively, with All Too Well, the short film winning its category. Upon release, Red Taylor's Version broke the record for the most streamed album created by a woman in a single day, surpassing Swift's Folklore 2020, and became the first female artist to amass over 100 million streams in a day on Spotify. The album sold over 1.2 million album equivalent units globally in its first week. By December 2021, Spotify announced that Swift was the most streamed woman on the platform of the year, and the second most streamed act overall, behind Bad Bunny. The International Federation of the Phonographic Industry recognized Swift as the Global Recording Artist of 2021, marking the third consecutive time. Red, Taylor's version, sold 1.14 million copies globally in 2021. In the United States, Red, Taylor's version, debuted atop the Billboard 200 with 605,000 first-week units that consisted of 303.23 million on-demand streams, surpassing the largest streaming week for a country album, previously held by Morgan Wallen's Dangerous. The double album, 2021. The album opened with 369,000 pure album sales, the largest figure for a country album since Luke Bryan's Crash My Party, 2014. It marked Swift's 10th Billboard 200 chart topper, making Swift claim the fastest duration to earn 4 number ones on the Billboard 200, less than 16 months, breaking Elton John's 46-year-old record. Red, Taylor's version, spent 7 weeks atop top country albums, which brought Swift's number of weeks at number 1 to 99, surpassing Shania Twain's 97-week record for a female artist. It was the second best-selling album of 2021 in the United States, and had surpassed 3.32 million US units by July 2023. On the Billboard Hot 100, 26 of the album's tracks debuted in the same week. State of Grace, Taylor's version, and State of Grace, acoustic version, Taylor's version, were counted as one entry, as were All Too Well, Taylor's version, and All Too Well, 10-minute version. This set the records for the most simultaneous debuts overall and chart entries by a female artist, both of which were previously set by Swift's Lover, 2019. 4 of those tracks reached the top 40 region, bringing Swift's sum of top 40 entries to 85, the third highest sum in history, surpassing Elvis Presley. All Too Well, Taylor's version, debuted at number 1, marking the third time Swift debut at number 1 on both the Billboard 200 and Hot 100 charts the same week, following Cardigan and Folklore in August 2020 and Willow and Evermore in December 2020. A record for any artist. Red, Taylor's version, peaked atop the album's charts in the Anglosphere countries, including Australia, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. In Canada, it was the 5th best-selling album of 2021, ranking within the top 10 across digital, CD, and vinyl sales metrics. The album brought Swift's number of chart-topping albums to 8 in the United Kingdom, 9 in Australia, making Swift the first artist in history to have 4 number 1 albums within 2 years, and 7 in Ireland, the most for a female artist this millennium. During the release week of Red, Taylor's version, numerous brands and organizations, such as M&M's, Skittles, the Kansas City Chiefs, Olive Garden, Teletubbies, Taco Bell, Oreo, Sour Patch Kids, and the French Embassy in the United States, used their social media accounts to endorse the album. Some of them added Taylor's version to their Twitter usernames. Paper wrote that Swift's impact was felt across social media, with the brands capitalizing on her momentum, while Inc. said that the companies leveraged the album's cultural relevance. Some media publications deemed Red, Taylor's version, part of a 2021 music trend called Sad Girl Autumn, or Sad Girl Fall, which refers to the release of melancholic and introspective music by female artists during autumn. Swift released an acoustic rendition of All Too Well, 10-minute version, subtitled Sad Girl Autumn Version. The Independent's Meredith Clark said that, "We must thank Swift for originating the season," citing Red, Taylor's version, as the chief reason. The Wall Street Journal's Ann Steele highlighted the commercial performance of Red, Taylor's version, particularly how its tracks were outperforming the original recordings on streaming platforms, and went viral on social media, to say that the album was reshaping the music industry and landing lucrative licensing deals for usage in motion pictures. Steele opined that the re-recorded album's success influenced Republic Records' parent company Universal Music Group to implement stricter terms in recording deals by doubling the time before an artist can re-record their music. But they also increased royalty payments to artists following their demands for better revenue shares. Variety named Swift the Queen of Stream after the album broke streaming records. And Rolling Stone India opined that, "It's no small feat for a re-released album to score a #1 song." Various publications considered Red, Taylor's version, one of the biggest popular culture and music moments of 2021. The Recording Academy deemed it a defining factor for pop music within the year. Muz and Slate opined that Red, Taylor's version, ushered in a critical re-evaluation for the original Red, as the initial reviews were influenced by the sexist scrutiny on Swift's image and dating life. Billboard named Swift the greatest pop star of 2021, and she was the highest paid musician of 2021 globally. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.